Hi everyone, I hope you are. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Bitcoin once again. Thank you for your support. Okay, we've got the CoinsKid group. So I don't usually do 2 updates in a day, but I've been messing around with the charts here, messing with fib circles, which I don't usually play with, but I've been looking at some tutorials on fib circles and things like that, and it's got me quite fascinated with it, to be honest with you. So what I'm going to do is drop the magnet tool on, and this particular chart is the Bitcoin index chart. It's, you know, from the first inception down here, the trading data 2010. You can see you've got a big push there, correction, push, correction, push, correction, correction, push. And right now, you know, we sort of, everyone's trying to find the bottom here, aren't they? You know, and I do say to you, those that pick bottoms get smelly fingers, you know, and everyone's anticipating a big dump here, including myself. But I've found something right now which is quite exciting, to be honest with you. Now, there's no guarantees, but it could be signalling there's a bit of confluence here. You know, guess what? You know, fib circles, there's absolutely zero guarantees here. But it could be saying that this is the bottom. I found a couple of confluencing factors that actually could be the bottom right now for Bitcoin. Okay, and everyone's expecting some big dump, and we could actually be at the bottom. We could have put the bottom in May, and if anything, if we do start to roll, we could be looking at just a retracement to that low, holding it, and that could be a sort of breakout, and we could lead to this kind of violent V-shaped recovery here for Bitcoin over the sort of coming months right now. Again, nothing I say is financial advice. Everything I do is for educational and entertainment purposes only. There are a couple of indicators on the chart that I'm waiting for. You know, the def cross, we've got the 20 crossing the 200, the 20 crossing the 100, sorry, I'm looking for that. And equally, we've got the cycle low indicator as well. I'll show you right now, the Bitcoin super cycle. I'm waiting for 2 moving averages to cross here on the daily time frame. Let's switch to the daily time frame for you right now, and I can show you. I'm waiting for that light blue line to cross a dark blue line before we get that sort of def cross just there, and then that prints a cycle low. So if this isn't the low, it is pretty close to it, given historical data here for Bitcoin, that, you know, once we print this cycle low, up we go, just there. We got it as well, just there. Cycle low, up we go, basically. And, you know, there's a lot of confluence to get the cycle top, boom, we come down, cycle top, we come down. Now, there is a big question, you know, on my mind, is, are we doing something like we did here? We got this cycle top, and we're coming down, we reject a cycle low, and then we repel it, basically. It looks as though it's basically days away, doesn't it? You know, but if Bitcoin right now, if Bitcoin is a big if, okay, if it does start to break up here, it could actually repel this def cross and stop this from forming and printing a cycle low down here. Okay, that's a possibility. I've taught you that. So what I'm going to do, enough rambling right now, I'm going to show you the weekly time frame and drop the Bitcoin super cycle off, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing here using the fib circles. Okay, so fib circles are pretty cool. I've been playing with them. I'm going to show you exactly how I've got mine set up. So I'm going to drop a fib circle in off the bat like that. I'm going to drop the magnet tool on, because that's how you get it to go to the levels just there. So I'm going to drop a fib circle from there to that low just there, okay, that low, and you can stretch it out like that. And stretching it out, it doesn't change this trajectory of the 3.618 or the 2.618. That'll always remain the same. But what I'm trying to do is find this high. I'm trying to find the 618 just there, and I'm going to try and find a 3.618 just there. And you can see if I drop a horizontal line in right now, okay, I drop a horizontal line in, you can see that fib circle just there absolutely nailed that top, didn't it? Just there. Let me drop that off, okay? Absolutely nailed that top. What I'm looking for is the center of the circle, the absolute top just there, and you can see, look at that beautiful call. And you could have done this, you could have projected this by dropping the fib circle on from the high to the low, and you drop it on. That's your bear market just there, and you drop it on, and you can see equally just there, if I drop a horizontal line in just there, you can see that is where we ran into resistance, okay, before coming back and then breaking out again. Okay, do you see that? So it's pretty cool, man. It's a pretty fun thing to use, is the fib circle. So how do I have mine set up? So what I'm going to show you right now, click on it, and then you can go to settings, the cog just there, and you can see this is what I've got. I've disabled all the other ones. I've only left 2 in, 2.618, 3.618. I've got the background colour and the levels, and I've got my trend line in there as well. Okay, so that's basically how you set it up, and obviously you've got to be on log chart. Okay, so what I'm going to do, that absolutely nailed that cycle. I mean, imagine putting this in down there, you know, and you got that low, and then you're looking at this projection from here. You know, you're looking at something like this, aren't you? Look at that crazy percentage gain right there, and you can see the fib circles called it. Okay, so that's one target met. So let's drop that out right now. And what happened here, we rolled into another bear market off this top, and we rolled into the low just there. So what I'm going to do is drop the fib circles on again from this high, from there all the way down. And if I move that across like that, let's get that knob on just there. Okay, you can see that's absolutely knob on. So if I move this across, you know, it's not cheating. All I'm doing, you can see the top line is remaining the same. I'm just dragging it across so you can see there that top line. Okay, and if I drop a horizontal line in just there, yet again, that called the absolute bull market top of the previous bull market that we went through. Okay, in 2017, the blow off top just there, and you can pretty much see you had a sort of level of resistance there, nothing major, before coming back and having the blow off top just there. Okay, and you actually eventually, after this bear market, got to the 3618. Okay, so right now let's drop another fib. That target was met, fantastic. That's two that have been met. Let's drop another fib from here all the way down to this bear market low. Okay, pretty much like what we've done before, and see where the projection is. So if we go from there, okay, from that high just there, it's a bit awkward with the magnet on just like that. That's to your low, that's your bear market low. Okay, and what I'm going to do is drop a horizontal line in just there for Bitcoin. Boom, look at that. So that is the projection of this bull market, is a minimal 200 and let's get that knob on just there, $212,000 roughly. That's the sort of area that Bitcoin's trying to get to if it copies the previous cycles of the fib circles, get into that. But like I said to you, I think that this cycle is sort of longer and more drawn out, and if we draw a horizontal line in just there on that 2618, you can see that we've not quite got to that just yet, have we? And that's around about $86,000, and that for me is key resistance moving forward in this sort of lengthening cycle that we're going through. But what I'm looking at here is, you know, I'm measuring this top to the bottom as well. What I'm going to do is drop a fib in there like that. So I'm going to drop that from there to there, and we move that across. You can pretty much see that this particular cycle, this upswing that we've gone through, so you've got this bear market, then you've got this impulsive move, then you've got the corrective move, so a kind of mini bear market within all of this. And you can see if I drop the horizontal line on there, you can see that 3618 was met. Okay, look at that, top of that band just there, amazing. Okay, so you could have put the fib circle on there and got your target. Boom, you can see that $68,000 target met. Okay, and you can see at this point here, this is where you had the resistance, came back and broke out and met the 3618 target just there for Bitcoin. So what I'm going to do right now is, I think that that's been a sort of correction, impulsive move correction. You got an impulsive move, and right now this is a correction. So what I'm trying to do is find the low for you. Okay, and now looking at fib circles, if I'm going to drop this in right now, and like I said to you, I think that is your top, and you've been in a corrective move ever since. So if this, you know, is an ABC correction which gave us this projection of 3618, right now if that's your top, all we've got to do is drop the fib circle on from the top just there, which was last year, wasn't it, for Bitcoin? Sorry, I'm not used to the magnet. From there to there, and if we say, okay, well, this is the bottom right now for Bitcoin, it's not going to come down any lower, this is the bottom, everyone's getting fearful, everyone's expecting continuation to the downside, everyone's expecting death crosses. What I'm going to do is drop that fib circle in right now, and you can see it's absolutely on the money with the larger projection that we're in. So there's a possibility right now that this is actually your low. Okay, so I'm doing this quick update for you. Again, no guarantees. This is just fib circles. It's a bit of fun, but you can see, look at that confluence there, that lineup with that larger projection of this ABC correction and fib circle projection to the 3618 just there. And right now, if this is an expanded flat correction and this is the low, like I've just shown you, you could be looking at an exact match there, and there's a bit of confluence that is the actual target up there, around about 200k, let's just say 200k. And there's a bit of confluence it's lining up, because if we start to do something like this and we take it down to a 20k forecast, or we go deeper, you know, down to the 14k forecast, you can see that there's not much confluence there other than this red circle, the 2618, okay, which you can see in each and every impulsive move we've got to the 3618. So if we was to retrace deeper all the way down to this 14k, which is what a lot of people are calling for, then your 3618 is greater. But I'm finding confluence in here that this is your low right now when everyone's getting fearful and bearish, because right there it's lining up with a larger projection of 3618 fib circle. Do you understand? So again, this is just a bit of fun. I've taught you how to do it. Come to your charts, play around with TradingView, have a look, see what you think. Please leave a comment. You know, there's no wizardry or anything like that, or cheating or bullshit. It is what it is. It's technical analysis. And right now, you know, look at that and look at that. it's quite exciting, because if this is the low right now, okay, and everyone's getting fearful and everyone's getting bearish, even myself, thinking, expecting lower prices and waiting for death crosses and things like that. If this is the low and we just sort of create a W double bottom pattern here and we start to come up, you're looking at a monster trade on Bitcoin of around about 603% when everyone's really fearful and bearish. And this projection here, this correction could actually be over, okay, for Bitcoin, as was this one back here, over, and then it began its impulsive move to the upside. So again, no guarantees. It's a bit of technical analysis, a bit of fun. You know, everything I do on the channel is a bit of fun. It's nothing I say is financial advice, but there's a little bit of confluence in this projection using fib circles. You know, I've never used fib circles before. They're pretty cool. Take care, everyone. Back to another update on Bitcoin. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. And once again, for this projection to be right and on the money, this has to be the low. Okay, this has to be the low, because if you fall any deeper, your projection's changing and it doesn't match that larger projection. Take care, everyone. Back to another update on Bitcoin. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye bye.